Hello everyone, welcome to Season 5, Episode 6 of my podcast, Book and Story World with author Priya Gurwal. For today's episode, I thought I would review all the most recent TV shows I have watched and enjoyed, and all the most recent video games I have played and enjoyed. To begin with, I enjoyed a 6-episode season of an adult animated TV series called Spicy City. Spicy City opens with some CD music playing and a female introducing the viewer to Spicy City, and the female tells a different story about the residents of Spicy City in each episode whilst in a bar. The content of the episodes range from finding love and escapism in a cyberspace simulation, gangsters, envy, clones, and body mutilation. Spicy City is an interesting, riveting animation for adults to enjoy. I am currently on Season 2 of a show called Pretty Little Liars, which contains 7 seasons in total. Pretty Little Liars is an enthralling show about 4 teenage girls who drifted apart when one of their friends in the group called Allison went missing. A year later, the 4 girls reunite as Allison's body is found having been killed, and an anonymous person calling themselves A begins texting each girl in the group a text message threatening to reveal secrets the girls only told Allison about. The secret blackmailer impersonates Allison's character in the text messages. Pretty Little Liars is mysterious, riveting, and even nail-biting as the mystery of who A is continues over the seasons. Pretty Little Liars is a riveting must-watch for all, a 10 out of 10. From also returned recently with Season 4. From Season 4 provided some answers about the mystery of the people being stuck in a town where vampire-like evil creatures come out at night time. It is now known in Season 4 that the evil creatures' origins are as a result of killing their children, as a sacrifice to an entity in exchange for immortality. The characters Tabitha and Jade discover they are reincarnations of 2 of the original residents of the town. The entity known as the Man in Yellow disguises himself as a woman to infiltrate the trapped residents. The mystery, fear, and underlying tension of From continues in Season 4, and I await Season 5 excitedly to discover even more secret revelations of the show. Another great animation I am currently on the last season of is Spawn, an adult animation from the 90s. Spawn is an excellent atmospheric horror show which there is also a film adaptation of. In Season 1, we are introduced to a demon in a red cloak known as Spawn, who lives in dark alleyways in a city on planet Earth. The viewer finds out that the demon is a man called Al Simmons who was an assassin on a mission when killed by his traitor CIA boss Jason Wynn. Al Simmons went to hell upon dying. Whilst in hell, Simmons made a deal with the ruler of hell called Malbolgia, who promises Spawn can return to Earth in demon form to see his wife Wanda, who he finds is married to his old friend, and they have a daughter together. The other end of the deal is Spawn leading the armies of hell into Armageddon for Malbolgia. Spawn strays from his promise by choosing to battle villains in the alleyway he inhabits, whilst wanting revenge for his killing on Jason Wynn. Spawn is a dark, powerfully enticing, very riveting animation to enjoy. Another 10 out of 10. Another excellent TV show I have recently begun, which I am on Season 1 of, is The Magicians. The show begins with 2 friends, a male called Quentin and a female called Julia, both taking an entrance exam to attend a magical school called Brakebills. Quentin gets into the school whilst Julia is rejected, but the magic from the staff of the school doesn't wipe Julia's memory of the exam and school as it is meant to. Quentin's journey takes him to discovering the villain known as the Beast, who later himself and classmates pledge to destroy. He also discovers a place called Fillory, a place from his childhood books he loved, which turns out to be real. Meanwhile, Julia embarks on a path to find an equivalent to Brakebills in order to use magic. Her journey takes her to the path of summoning a god. The Magicians is an excellent, intriguing show so far. Sullivan's Crossing also returned recently with Season 4 of the show. The show continues to follow former neurosurgeon Maggie and her life in her hometown. In season 4, Maggie's former husband called Liam turns up, shocking Maggie's partner Cal, played by Chad Michael Murray, by the revelation that Maggie was once married. Maggie ends up feeling torn about who she wants to be with, Liam or Cal. Season 4 of Sullivan's Crossing is another pleasant, enjoyable season of the show. Finally, House of the Dragon returned recently with season 3 of the show. The season so far has been incredible. After the Battle of Dragons at the end of season 2, Rhaenyra has successfully taken King's Landing and the Iron Throne. Both Rhaenyra and her half-brother Aegon seek alliances with different houses of Westeros to have the Iron Throne. The season so far has been impeccable, from the action scenes, dragon scenes, and of course the politics of who wins the throne is as riveting as ever. House of the Dragon season 3 has been an exciting 10 out of 10 so far. On to video games. I recently enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the sequel to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. In Rebirth, Cloud and his gang flee Midgard to hunt down the godlike figure Sephiroth. Cloud must stop Sephiroth from attaining something called Black Materia, which can destroy the whole world. Sephiroth seeks it to rule the world evilly. Again, Rebirth is an excellent adventure to enjoy. Reunion is said to be the final game to be released in the Final Fantasy VII game trilogy. A unique, exceptional game I recently played is Life is Strange. The game opens with photography student Max witnessing the shooting of a girl in the girls' bathroom in a boarding school she has just begun to attend. Max suddenly discovers she has been given the power to rewind time and can save the girl from being killed. Max rewinds time, discovering the girl she saved is Chloe, her old friend. Together the two use Max's power to discover the truth about the disappearance of Chloe's friend called Rachel Amber. Their journey takes them to investigating the strange cult-like society on campus called Vortex. The pair also find that the school hides very dark secrets. Another threat looms as the more Max rewinds time, the more a deadly tornado gathers to wipe out the town of Arcadia Bay. Life is Strange is an unforgettable 10 out of 10 where the choices the player makes as Max determines the events of the game. Life is Strange is a brilliant game. I also had the pleasure of playing Life is Strange Double Exposure, a sequel game in the series. Double Exposure is set years later from the original game. Max now lectures photography students at a university. Max must again use her rewinding time power as her friend Safi is shot dead at the start of the game. Again, Life is Strange Double Exposure is an unforgettable, choice-making, excellent game to enjoy. So that's a review of all the most recent TV shows I have watched and enjoyed, and all the most recent video games I have played and enjoyed as well. So thank you to anyone who tunes into this episode or any other episode of my podcast. I will be taking a summer break for a few weeks, so I will return with season 5, episode 7 of my podcast on September 23rd, 2026. So just that date again, I'll return on September 23rd, 2026, which is a Wednesday. Okay, everyone, until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic August, and I hope everyone enjoys the remainder of the summer immensely. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.